Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nadya Azzahra from Stkip Kusuma Negara, majoring in English education. We all have our favorite books, whether it's printed or something online that we call as e-book. But regardless of the form of the book, it's not about the book itself. It's about the content in it, whether it's stories, history, or interesting fact, message from the past, or anything that locked into the form of the book. I myself prefer reading of printed books because no matter how sophisticated the features of reading books applications are, it seems like there's nothing can replace the sensation of touching a sheet of paper full of ink with a distinctive smell of printing. You know how it feels, don't you? And I think there's also a place that all of the books lover cannot or don't want to go home easily is the bookstore and library. Yeah, that's true, because it feels like there's so much butterflies in our stomach that fluttering because of the incomparable happiness. But regardless all of the form of the books, all I want to say, what I want to tell you today is about how we can enjoy the book, and how we can unlock the gift of the book from something that we love when we have a book that we are really love the writer or the genre or something else, how we can unlock it. Well, some of the ways that I found in the discussion of the internet is the first thing first, we have to understand about the context. What is the context? It means that we have to understand, or we have to at least know what the situation or how the writer presented the story, whether we like how the writer tell us about uh, the person of the book, or how we can understand about the plot and something like that makes our brain build a reconstruction of the stories that we were reading. So after we understand the context, I think we can get fully understanding about oh, this is what we will read, this is I like, or this is I dislike about the stories, and then we can get a fully distinction about uh, how the writer presented their story. Secondly, we can identify what might be moving from the story. I give you an illustration. There are two person, male and female, friends, and then they're cycling in the yard. They laughed together. They sat in the garden. Ate the snacks that they were bought from home, and then they have different lives. I think financially or maybe educationally, and then we can make a guess about how the story will be developed, how the writer presented the story to us, and how we can finally identify, oh, this is maybe the end of the story, or like maybe they will grow together to teenagers or something else. I think that's what we call as guessing. It's something like it's something make our reading activity is more interactive because there's a connection between what we read and what's really and what we feel in our inner feeling. And maybe the last one, a method that I can share to you is a method that I recently doing when I'm reading is I'm not reading a book in one reading. I will split it up into pages and I will read from several days, and then I can read one chapter first, or even one pages, or some pages first, and then I close the book. I take my time to think and getting my time to understand or get the ideas of what I've read, because I think that's a special thing from reading, that is let the information, let the ideas, let the knowledge is digest uh, perfectly and can be fully understood. But after all of this, you can do other things. Take your time or take your place uh, to having your great time in reading. Take a cup of tea or turn your heater on, go to a quiet place, and so on. Because seriously, realize what are you doing? You are reading. You have to do. You need a right place to flourish. Because someone said to me that when you learn, you grow, and when you grow, you blossoms. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.